Let me stop this.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
I don't know where that's
Good morning, guys, and good to be on
there
with
we go.
you.
So, yo, what's
You
up
didn't
with
want
you
to go
guys?
to the Mavs
It is your
game and
boy, West
interrupt
Coast,
the young
man. I just kinda
guys getting
threw
together
all
there
these dudes off
with the
of
courtside
game
seats?
just a little bit.
Didn't have a
And I
seat
did
for
it on
me.
purpose. But hold up real quick. Let me
Oh,
check
no.
this
in
Jerry
there,
Jones
but
video real quick.
had a lot of
Before it get too crazy up in here.
had fewer seats
I
than
didn't
we
know who was
had people,
playing.
so those are the ones that got to watch those Mavs play.
All right, Jerry, Dak said when he
Appreciate you. Hey, but what's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? Man? It is your late night content creators, man. We up right now. This is Uncut Cowboy. You already know what it is. You feel me? You already know what it is. I got the four amigos. I said the four. We should really be the four horsemen, you know what I'm saying? But the four horsemen of Cowboy Talk, man. I got Henry DeMore from HTM Sports over here. I got the Big Time Show, you know what I'm saying? And then I got AMP, man, AMP Sports, you know what I'm saying? And that's with a Z. Don't play, my boy, and put no S. You best to put the Z, you feel me? But, hey, man, and you already know who I am, man. It's your boy West Coast, man. I'm live in the building. Your big cousin, man, your little cousin. Not the one that owe you $20, but the one that's always talking about them damn Cowboys. You feel me? So, yo, man, let's get to it, man. Before we do that, though, you guys already know what we got to do, right? There's some very special people up in here, and those are you guys, the people who are watching. So I need every single person right now that's watching. I need everybody that's watching right now that can hear me under the sound of my voice. I need you guys to say something, put hi in that comment box, because I want to be able to see you. And on YouTube, and we're mainly live on YouTube. On YouTube, if you don't say hi to me, I can't say hi to you back. So if you're watching on YouTube, I want you to put, matter of fact, if you believe the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year, if you on YouTube, I want you to put a big 6 in the comment box right now. Hit it right now. And then what we going to do is, by that way, I'll be able to get your name, and we going to shout you out. You feel me? Everybody's going to get a shout out tonight. You feel me? So let's get it, man. But, hey, man, fellas, man, how y'all evening doing?
Man, it's lovely so far, man. They made that work day, kick back, relax, and put the kids to sleep. No time for that grown folk cowboy talk.
Yes, sir. Big time. What's on your mind, man? How you doing tonight?
Y'all better go on get me early. I'm probably the oldest one on here, and y'all talking about you can't sleep. My God, you know I'm holding on with. I'm trying, man. But y'all gonna wake me up because it's just pure cowboy, unadulterated, explosive, fantastic, just craziness for it to go on. I feel my hip like if I were preaching right now. I feel my hip right now. That's all I can say. Come on,
I heard that.
Let's go.
And AMP, what's on your mind, man?
It's your guy, Mr. Always Making Plays. Coming to you live on the East Coast. It's a little late on this side, but guess what? Regardless, we still gonna ride. The kids are put to bed. It's time for the grown folks to come out and play.
I feel it, man. Hey, I feel it. Hey, I want everybody right now in the comment box. I want to know who's watching the latest right now. I want everybody to put in the comment box right now what time it is where you're watching at right now. I want everybody to put it in the comment box what time it is, because I want to find out who is the latest, who is the person with the crust in their eye right now that's watching some Cowboy content, because you're a real Cowboy fan. It's 7:38 over here where I'm at. Okay.
Jeffrey tapping in. He said it's 9:38 where he's at.
9:30 here.
Cheddar Main says it's 10:38 where he is. Cheddar Main, where you at, brother?
Cheddar Man must be on the East Coast.
10:38 over here, baby.
He on the East Coast. We got so Noble, my boy Noble, 9:38. Noble, he around here. He over there by y'all somewhere. It's 10:38 in South Kakalaki. I mean North Kakalaki. My bad. David's 9:38 where he's at. Hey, it's not a lot of West Coast folks. A lot of people.
Cheddar Man said he in Maryland, kinfolk.
He in Maryland.
Yeah.
So Maryland. Okay, that's what's up. David says I'm done with it. Man, y'all crazy. Well, you can't be done with Odell talk because the Cowboys ain't done with it. You feel me? But yo, I finally got the The name's up on Facebook, so I'm gonna run through this SS real quick. You guys already know. As I say your name, I need you guys to hit that share button, and then I need you guys to hit that star button. What are stars and what are stars and what are super chats? Stars and super chats are simply a way for you, the audience, to show us, the creators, who are the creators of the context, all four of us, that you appreciate what we do and that you want to see it grow. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing super chats do. That's the only thing stars do. But your shares are even amazing. You want to know why? Because your share sends the content around the world. You feel me? I said the world, Craig. You feel me? So listen, I'm about to say everybody's name real quick. As I say your name, I need everybody to either hit that share button, and I need you to hit that star button, or I need you to hit that super chat button. You feel me? So let's get it. What's up with you, Russell Dye? I see you, my boy. Ro Beezy, Hitman, what's up with your boy? I like the hat. I'm not gonna lie. I would prefer it to be a run the damn ball, but it's all good. It's all good. I know you're working on it. It's all good. I brought you with you anyway. Jaden, what's up with your boy? I got your running damn ball in the box right now. I was running late, wasn't able to get it in there, but I got you in the morning. Don't trip. Tony, what's up with you, Tony? Buddha, what's up with you? Noble, what's up with you, sir? Benjamin, I see you, boy. Reggie, I see you, boy. John Phillips Garcia, I read your whole name. What's up with you, boy? South Dakota Cowboy fan. Listen, I don't know why the hell I ever be in South Dakota, but if I ever do, I'm coming to come see you, man. Gilbert, what's up with you? Auntie Kim, what's up with you, Auntie Kim? Anthony, what's up with you, Anthony? What's up with that's OG Anthony? What's up with you, sir? I ain't recognize you. You feel me? I'm looking a little young. What's up with you, Charles? I see you. John Bruce, L. Duke, Cole LaFleur. I like that. Real ass Cowboy fan name right there. What's up with you, my boy? David, what's up with you? And Russell Dyer. YouTube, I see you, YouTube. YouTube, I got my boy Jeffrey Lambazi. I got Hoodlum. What's up, Hoodlum? Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, on YouTube, they got these folks over there. They got these wrenches. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you get out of line, they're going to tighten your ass up. That's all I'm going to say.
Real talk.
They're going to tighten your ass up. That's all I'm
Tool
going to
on
do.
deck.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a screw loose, they're gonna tighten your ass up. Don't mess with my don't mess with my comments. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all they don't play that, bruh. You have a better chance inboxing me.
They gonna fold you up like a lawn chair.
Yeah, like I'll be like, dang, they was just here talking crap and now they're not there no more. It's amazing. It's like a magic trick. I call them little David Blaines. You know what I'm saying? Y001, what's up with your boy? Hoodlum, I see you. David Durham, what's up with you? Jay Scanton, you already didn't got blocked for something. I'm gonna say what's up to you. You better behave, bro. It's too late for that. Jerry, what's up with you? I mean, bro, we literally 2 minutes 14 seconds. His comment already getting blocked.
What he done did?
I don't know, but hey, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it around. I'm gonna shoot it around real quick.
Get a lump of coal for Christmas.
Hey, big time. You got a couple people on your page on YouTube right now that's watching, and in Henny, you got a couple people on your page. Go ahead and shout them people out for you. What's it? Are they? Have you guys on Henny the More Sports? I need you to put hi in the comment box so Henny can shout you out. And then on Big Time Show, I need you to put hi.
I got a couple people
Yeah, I
here.
got
I
a
see
couple.
Coach Dante and MG. I see you here. What's going on, everybody? We here. Let's roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like, I'm really like, this is what I'm thinking, fellas. Jerry Jones. Oh, slick-eyed Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones found a way to sell OBJ without, listen to me, bro. How smart, listen to me. It's Jerry Jones invented the internet. Like, he invented social media because it is ridiculous. I only know two people that know how to work social media like him. My grandmother, 85 years old, bro, she got it on whip. And Jerry Jones. Because Jerry Jones literally figured out a way to literally sell a nation a player. You get all the benefits of that said player, and he probably not even going to sign this dude, bro.
At all.
What are y'all thoughts real quick, man? We going to start with HTM Sports. Go ahead, pump it out, bro.
Man, but you know, that's what we were talking about yesterday, man. Like, Jerry is the ultimate salesman. Like, he is always in position to push the brand, promote the brand. That is why we are one of the biggest. No, that's why we are the most profitable, sporting team in America. Because, Jerry Jones has found a way to always push his brand. We're always in the headline, whether it be good or bad, and he knows how to milk it. So he did. Odell Beckham was a hot name. They had that boy courtside. They had him meeting with Mark Cuban. He went and met with Luka Doncic. Dez Bryant was in the fold, running up a $20,000 tab. Like, man, Like
Ooh,
everybody in Dallas was
I
talking
mean,
about
he
it.
bought 18 lobster bisses though. Like I
I
looked at
saw it.
I
Yeah,
looked at you know West Coast. I watched the film. I gotta watch the film. I said $19,000. Like I need to know what
on
we
a
did
dinner.
on a dinner. I need to listen, rich or not rich. I need to know. I listen, man. My wife would have been listen. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Wait, time out. Bro, you can't tell me they didn't slide an extra lobster bis on there. 19 bands, bro.
No,
Yeah.
for
Wow.
real. So yeah, man. So even though this deal probably ain't gonna get done, like Jerry Jones did everything he wanted. This has been a headline for months at this point. Like
Yeah.
it's been a headline for months. They had whole sports talk shows devoting hours of their day talking about Odell Beckham possibly being a Dallas Cowboy. So whether Jerry Jones signs him or not, he's already won. He already got that exposure. He already got the ratings. And then because Odell Beckham probably won't be able to sign because of a health issue, Jerry Jones will look even better because he's like, hey man, I did everything in my power to try and get Odell Beckham here. He just wasn't ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
This is him trying to make up for the Amari Cooper leaving without actually having to sign anybody.
Yep.
If you look at it from that context, like Jerry Jones rolled out the red carpet for Odell Beckham. He was willing to sign him. He even he said he was willing to go beyond his comfort zone to give Odell Beckham a worthwhile contract to make him a
Hmm.
Cowboy. And if it comes out that Odell Beckham's health is the only reason that he doesn't sign, Jerry Jones look real good right now.
Facts.
Hmm.
Good point. Go ahead, guys. That's nice. What are your thoughts on that, big time?
Well, let me add another name to that since Henry went there, and I think the other name that also needs to be mentioned is Brandon Cooks as
Mm-hmm.
well. We tried to trade for him, so it's almost like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I tried to get Brandon. Y'all know I tried to get Odell. Things just weren't working our way. But however, I want to flip it just a little bit by saying that I applaud Jerry if he does not sign him because it would show, if the guy ain't ready to play, what it would show is desperation,
Yep.
and we're not desperate. I mean, we're 9-3. We got, what everybody know the stats by now. With Dak in there, we got the number one offense in the league. We're scoring 30. So I mean, it's not like we're desperate. Like we don't. He needs us. We don't need him. And Jerry, I applaud him if he doesn't sign him because it is not a necessity at all. It's just a nice little, jewel on the crown if you get it. If we get him, good. If we don't get him, good. It's just that simple. I'm not messed up about it all, and I don't think we need to show any sign of desperation.
Nope.
The truth be told, what's the real difference between him now and James Washington? For real. I mean, if the man can't make a cut, then he's no better than James Washington is right now. Everybody kind of forgetting about James supposed to be coming back. Dak is doing what he's doing with the receivers that we have. I'm not messed up about Odell, coming here. Like I said before, and maybe we'll turn it back, but Odell is in no position of power at all in this deal, at all. And I don't like the way he think he is. I can just tell him, but he's not in no position of power. Let him walk. Let him go and go to Buffalo. Let him get there, put that cold knee in that cold weather, and let him, take pictures and do everything else he want to do. We don't need him.
Amp, what's your thoughts?
Man, look, I told you this earlier, bro, and I know you've been on this since day one, but after hearing a couple days ago that OBJ would not be working out with any team, anybody who's ever purchased a car, and we getting ready to come around that time again this time of year,
Mm-hmm.
OBJ is a lemon. I repeat, OBJ is a lemon.
Ooh, that's strong. Go ahead.
He
Yeah,
ain't.
'cause in California, we got the
The,
3-day limit law. You can take a car back in any day. In 3 days, you can take it back.
and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that we got him and he is not trying to work out for anybody, like I'm wondering at this point, like w- w- it feels like he's one of the ladies, man, who you done took out to dinner, you done wined and dined her, and she just says, "Okay, good night." Like what? Nothing, none of that. No extracurricular. None of the above. Like I did all of that. I spent 20 G's on you, and I can't get nothing. So ultimately, I'm happy.
Ooh, that's a good point. I like that. I wonder who really paid that check. I know
Right.
Dez paid for it, but I wonder who really paid for it.
Like I
Ooh, that's
don't.
hold up. I gotta. That was good. Go ahead, go ahead. Hey, and I gotta give one to Bishop too. Because what Bishop said about him needing us more than that was fire too. One to Bishop.
Like he really got us out here. He really got us out here like trying to sight unseen, no warranty, as is. Nah, I don't like the
blind
smell.
date. A
Blind,
blind date.
yeah. I don't like the smell, look, or taste of that. Uh, OBJ was a want, not a need. To Bishop's point, but at the end of the day, we have been successful with what we're doing, with what we have, and y'all heard the song back in the day. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, just be thankful for what you got, and what we have is enough to get us over the hump and to get us to the ship. So let's keep riding.
That's true.
Facts. And I'm gonna tell you this, just to tie it all up like a nice little bow tie. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't want to do at this point in November 6, 2022, you don't want to be doing anything that takes away from what you are already doing, because on this day in history, you are what you are, bruh.
Facts.
Like, bruh, like it's almost like the Cowboys are having a midlife crisis right now. Like we're having a mid-season crisis right now. I'm gonna drop my own Thanos thing. Like we're having a mid-season life crisis in the middle. Like we're this, like, bro, you are what you are, bro. You're a run the ball first team. When you run the ball first, guess what? You can even look like, it's so funny because listen, I know the Cowboy fans want us to be the Chiefs. They want us to be that high fantasy football touchdown throwing slammy. Oh my God, he slide arm in it. Listen, fam. You can still get that if you run the damn ball because you've been getting it.
Facts.
Yeah.
You've been getting
Facts.
it. Like this narrative that, like, running the damn ball is boring. You know what I'm saying? My boy Boss Cowboy used to call it a Kawhi Leonard offense.
Ooh.
A real boring ass offense. But guess what, bro? Listen to me, man. It's not about selling tickets, bro. It's not about being entertaining. You feel me? It's about getting the job done now. So it's like Dallas Cowboys do things that are always going to support what you do best. Always at this part of the season. Listen, if you're gonna enhance something, enhance your strength, enhance what's already strength, and that's your defense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to play this video real quick to see if it don't work. Then we gonna dump it and I'm gonna go somewhere else with this. But I'm gonna try to play this video today because. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
No.
Did you hear it?
I heard nothing.
You didn't hear no sound?
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
All right, let me
Good
see if
morning,
y'all hear this.
guys.
Tell
I'm
me if
good to
y'all
be
hear
on
this.
with you.
You didn't want to go to the Mavs game and interrupt the young.
All right, tell me if y'all hear that.
No.
If it works,
No.
huh?
No. None of the above.
I just see. I see people. I don't hear people.
All right, let me see. Hey, man, I told you I'm new to this.
Guys getting together there
all good.
with the courtside seats.
Didn't
We
have
all
a
do
seat for
on
me.
job training at some point. But
Oh,
Had
no.
to have been there, but
Can
had
you
a
hear now?
lot of had fewer seats than we had people. So those are the ones that got to watch those Mavs play.
All right, Jerry.
They know
Dax
what
said
they
when he
know
goes
what
to
they
a
say,
sporting
what they
event,
say,
he is
what
a
they say.
sweet guy.
These folks,
Odell
listen,
is.
they know what Jerry
yeah,
said.
it's been circulating social media for
If
4
you
or
don't
5
know what Jerry Jones said, ladies and gentlemen, you're behind in your
So y'all-
Cowboy research and logic.
Okay, let me see. I think they hear it though. Let me see. I think they hear it. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Because you guys have already heard the video, so I'm not gonna let them play the whole video. I'm gonna just play the little snippet real quick.
Okay.
Because I think it's very important that you guys hear what Jerry Jones actually said when they asked him. Because listen, my biggest issue on OBJ has always been injury. And I'm gonna tell you this one thing. One thing I've learned about insurance is this: when say your house catches on fire, right? If somebody's house catches on fire, you will never not be able to talk that person out of buying fire insurance. Why? Because
Correct.
they have experienced a loss in that direct thing, right? So it's like Michael Gallup, duh. You know what I'm saying? We just experienced what we did with
Mm-hmm.
Michael Gallup. And think about this. It took faith to give him the money that we gave him, that $60 million. That took faith. But we did that. You can do that when you have a guy that's been in your program. You know who he is. You know the type of work ethic. You know there's going to be some hard days, some bad days, and he's going to still go out there and give it his best. You know what I'm saying? And he's young. So for me, and then Michael Gallup goes out there and then he plays, and I see that it took Michael Gallup really a month. And think about this: Michael Gallup still hasn't gotten like no Michael. I mean, he's had Michael Gallup moments, but he is yet to have a Michael Gallup game. You know what I'm saying? He's yet to
Yeah.
have that. So
Yeah.
when I look at OBJ, my mindset always, bro, I've experienced loss in this. You gotta, before I don't even care about the money. You know what I'm saying? You need to assure me of this thing first. Before I even come, like for me, before before OBJ got even on the airplane, I would have been known, like, bro, are you really not gonna work out? No, because if you're not, you don't need to come, bro. Why? Because I've already
It's that
experienced,
simple.
yeah, because I've already experienced this loss. So I want you guys to hear this real quick.
Sure, we've covered all the things.
Why are you confident, or why would you be confident in signing somebody that you haven't seen work out coming off an ACL?
Where it feels good
this
after
is,
you
I'm gonna
get
set
it
it up
done.
real
You
quick just so they
can't,
know what's going on.
you can't do anything.
So they're gonna ask Jerry Jones how confident does he feel in signing a guy that's coming off of injury that basically is not in their program. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't last, because this is like getting married. You're not getting together to have issues after you get together. So we've got to make sure we've covered all the things that are important to him and important to us.
Why are you confident, or why would you be confident in signing somebody that you haven't seen work out coming off an ACL 9-10 months ago?
Well, I'm not confident at all. And so that's the issue. Now, we all realize that that issue of health, that issue of availability is here every time. Just this one is very obvious and very pointed toward his injury that had occurred last year in the Super Bowl. So we've got a good beat on.
All right, so that was the main clip I wanted you guys to hear right there. And basically they asked Jerry Jones, they said, Jerry Jones, like, how confident are you, or how confident would you be in signing a guy that you're not able to work out, like, even be able to work out and see? And Jerry Jones flat out said, without even hesitation, I'm not confident. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident in that ability, in signing that. And so I wanted to kind of talk about, what are y'all thoughts on that comment? As far as, Jerry Jones acknowledging that at least he is not confident. He's not comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the nation is as clearly, I know they know where I stand on this, because that was my main point. That was my main point the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I felt the loss of Michael Gallup. I want to know, we're going to start with Amp. Amp, what are your thoughts when you hear a comment like that from your owner?
Red flag. Being completely honest, red flag. Like, you don't even want to work out. Like, going back to your boy Dez, right? When he was in the process of trying to get with another team, what did we see? He was kicking out videos like left and right. So
Facts.
you could see, right?
Facts.
Because he's promoting himself. Like, what was the purpose of OBJ doing this, you know, mini chitlin circuit, if you will? What are you promoting yourself? No. You just coming to talk? No. You on a chitlin circuit and you didn't perform. Like, you done took their money and you said, on second thought, no show? Nah, man, it don't work like that. Like, Jerry would be, and every other owner, manager, general manager, VP of personnel would be looking at Jerry like, you stupid MFer. You really took this dude after 2 ACL injuries and then go turn around and have him come to your facility, wine and dine him, take him out, have a night on the town, he not work out, and you give him what he wants?
That's
Like
crazy.
he had no leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it no deal for me. Like it, I would have had to see a video or something to know that there is a possibility that I am going to get you in the very near future. If that wasn't on the table, I'm sorry, there's no deal.
Right. And just to piggyback off what you're saying, because the season is almost over.
Yeah,
Okay, this is not even something that you can take your time with. They're saying that Odell Beckham may not be available to play until mid-January.
mid January.
So the season's going to end. The regular season is going to end in mid-January. So what are we talking about doing? We're going to add a guy and bring him in during the playoffs when he doesn't know the system. He has never played with this
God
quarterback.
forbid he has a setback.
And think about
Right.
this, bro. In the playoffs, the last thing you're trying to do is teach a guy your offense. You need to be trying to learn, like, bro, that's not what like in the playoffs, it's all scout team. Like
Hmm.
you're trying to your defense, your scout team defense is running the plays from the opposing defense, you know what I'm saying, that you're gonna play. And you're trying to
Hmm.
refine yourself off of that. You're not trying to freaking in mid-January trying to get him acclimated with the offense. Like, knock it off, bro.
At
Right.
this point, we should only be getting tune-ups. Ain't no time to change out the whole engine.
And then West Coast. I had used this. I had used this comparison last night. We were on the show, like on the Michael Gallup touchdown that Dak Prescott threw. That was not where Michael Gallup was supposed to be. That was a scramble drill. Dak Prescott broke the pocket because there was pressure. Michael Gallup saw he was in trouble. He
Yep,
got into his quarterback eyesight, and they made a play for a touchdown. That's
yep.
because they played together for years. He knows his quarterback's tendencies, and he got to where he knew he probably would be. Odell Beckham would not know any of this coming in. So like there's no telling if that was Odell Beckham in place of Michael Gallup, what would happen on that play. So like little nuanced things like that, you can't just bring a guy fresh off the streets and implement him into an offense where other guys have been playing. Their guys have been in this same offense for years, and there's still miscommunications. So what do
Facts.
you think will happen with somebody like Odell Beckham? And I'm not saying that Odell Beckham is a bad player or anything when he's healthy, but that's the thing. He doesn't sound like he's healthy. It doesn't sound like he'll have time to get into the system. So like this is a pipe dream at this point.
Yep.
You know what? I was just about to go another way with this
Hmm.
about some things I said earlier, but I just thought of something. I mean, it just hit me as Amp was talking. Let's all, since all of us been Cowboy fans for a while, let's just indulge me here just for a moment. West Coast, I
Okay.
told you this about 2, 3 years ago, and I think you kind of agreed with me after I kind of put it out there. The Cowboys, Jerry is slick as all. Okay.
Ooh, yes, he is.
Understatement.
And watch this, Wes and Amp and Henry. Could it be, and I may be 100% wrong, could it be that Jerry is negotiating through the media? This is the only reason why I'm saying this, because he's putting stuff out there that he knows that should be only regulated to the negotiating table. You see what I'm
So
saying?
do you think he's trying to create that leverage that I mentioned that he didn't have
All is
technically?
fair
I put it to you.
in love and war.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something too.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure Odell Beckham's people were not happy about that
They were not
response.
happy.
I'm pretty sure they were not happy about that.
You're trying to knock the price since they put out, we want a long-term deal, a longer-term deal, which means going to require X amount of dollars. Could it be that Jerry is trying to knock that stuff down a little bit because, number one, his bargaining chip said, hey, man, I can't pay you if I ain't seen nothing now. I mean, you can't gank me like this. You
Yeah,
can't do that. So if I put this
that's a
out
good point.
to the company that I work, that I own, 103.5 The Fan, and put this on out here immediately, because see, just the last 2 weeks he was talking all the players love him. Oh, we want to do all this. Now all of a sudden
Yeah,
it's time to play hardball because it's
I like it.
negotiation time. So
Hey,
what I'm saying is, let me go and put this chip out here and let him know that, hey, I can't give you this type of money if you ain't showed me nothing. and he put it out there for the whole world to catch on. And there's folks like us gonna say, you know what, Jerry, you right. You right about that. And so Odell's folks got to come back and say, God dang, man. Oh, man.
Man, Jerry out here playing chess.
And I'm gonna tell you,
He playing chess, man. I'm
and
telling
I'm gonna tell you something to add on to
they
that.
want him now. They really want him.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you how and I'm gonna tell you what this is too. This is a premeditated plan that because think about this. That interview that he did, I got that interview they did that interview at like 8:00 this morning. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's just be real. Do you guys think that Jerry Jones met with Odell Beckham before 8:00 this morning?
No.
So you know what? Everything that think about this. They went out. Oh my God.
Well, how about this, Wes?
They
How
went
about
out.
this, Wes? Before you say that, watch this. Watch this, Wes. It's his place now. And how do I know that Jerry didn't say, ask me this question right here?
I mean, that's fair too. That's 100% fair. You know what I'm saying? But this is where I was going with my point. Listen, think about this. The Cowboys, Jerry Jones, the medical report was yesterday. So Jerry Jones, honestly, he made his decision yesterday on what he was going to do with Odell Beckham.
Wes, because even in the interview, Jerry said, I'm going to meet with him later.
But think about this.
He said that.
But think about this. Jerry, think about this. He made, before they went to that Dallas Mavericks game and paraded him around in the world to see, Jerry Jones already knew. He already knew. And I'm going to tell you, the reason why I know is because, bruh, remember, like, there's no way that Odell Beckham had a meeting with Jerry Jones before he had that interview on air.
Yep.
There's no way they met before then. So that lets me know that the last time he met with OBJ, he made his decision at that moment right then. If this guy, and I'm gonna tell you this too, it's all types of stuff that's coming out too. Ooh, bitch, I'm gonna give you a Thanos real quick. I'm gonna give it real quick because I don't lose my point. Man, the leaked information, bro. That like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, like. These lawyers, these lawyers and these agents suck. Because if OBJ was my lawyer or my agent, I mean, if OBJ was my client, I would have came out something immediate like, Your Honor, we do not know this man. Like, bruh, we would have came out immediately and refuted that. Bruh,
I object.
Hey, let's go. Let me add a layer to that. They took him out last night. They took the boy out last night on the town. They probably wasn't even up yet. They dropped his on him.
But think about this. Listen, but think about this. The Cowboys took OBJ out last night knowing that they was going to tarnish that man in the morning.
Ooh. Jerry Jones.
They dropped.
And Stephen Jones, they had a pre-strategy meeting, as they always do. Mm-hmm. And they were so nice for the last week and a half, kissing him and massaging him. Really? You thought he was gonna just give him the contract in the mail.
Bishop. Last week was Palm Sunday.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for that. It's crucifixion time now. You understand? And now he done got to the table, and now he done flipped the whole narrative with that one sentence.
Crucify him.
It's the part of the negotiation to go ahead and knock that money down, because he's asking for it. That's exactly what he's doing. And I put money on them as well.
Yeah, the cold thing about the game is, at the end of the day, it's a win-win for Jerry Jones because if you get him, you're gonna get him for cheap. Why? Because you diminish his value. Yeah. And then think about this.
He didn't have that much value anyway.
I know. But I'm just saying, in their eyes, you know what I'm saying?
In the public eye, yep.
In the public eyes is diminished. But then think about this. If you don't get him, the fans aren't mad at you. Why? Because you can say you legitimately gave it an honest try. Like we legitimately gave it an honest try, Cowboy, and we just can't sign him because of the injury. But it's like, my thing is this. Like, all these phone calls that they had, that's how I kind of figured that all this was fluff, man. Because at the end of the day, Dak Prescott with his I'm so honest self, he made a statement that a lot of people I think they glazed over. But to me, man, it stuck out. My boy Dak Prescott said, I talked to OBJ over the phone. He said, one, Yeah, I told him about how good of, blase, blase, blase. He said, but the statement that he said that I was like, oh, they lying, bruh. These folks is lying. When Dak said, I don't know how much he wants as far as a contract, but that's not my place. And then I'm thinking in my head, why wouldn't you know? He's a free agent. What's stopping you from asking him, how much money do you want, bro?
No tampering.
Think about there's no tampering, bro. Think about this.
Yep,
Bro,
none.
Dak Prescott could literally go on Google and pull up how much money do the Cowboys have in the salary cap. All right, Odell, how much you say you want? Nah, that ain't gonna work.
Right.
That ain't gonna work. Try this number though. What this number look like? You think that number good? What you think? Okay, that's good. But hey, if you do it like this, you can get your little signing bonus.
Because that's how I did.
Exactly, bro. How do you not? That's when I knew, bro. That's when
There
I
you
knew.
go.
That's when I knew that this would I'm thinking in my head, bro. This is I almost feel like this is like a con. Like this was a con. Because think about this, Cowboy Nation. I want y'all to honestly feel. What are y'all gonna think about Jerry Jones and when he talks to you guys if they don't sign OBJ?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like if the reason that Odell Beckham's not signing it because Odell Beckham is not ready, nobody is going to hold Jerry accountable for that. Because there's two instances of him allegedly trying to bring in a receiver, and it's things outside of his control happen. Brandon Cook, they couldn't do anything about the salary. Odell Beckham, like he ain't ready to play no time soon. So like in the eyes of the fans, like you said, Jerry Jones did his part. Say he can't control these guys not being ready.
Right.
So like yeah, it'll be looked at as a win in the eyes of most of the fan base.
Another
And
reason, another reason why, real quick, another reason why it would be looked as a win, at least in my view, is because of the record we have.
mhm.
That record that we have now dilutes the desperation of trying to go get anybody at a time. See,
Yep.
if we were 6-5 or something like that, then it'd really be crazy. But because we're
Yep.
9-3 and we seen what we can do without him in the lineup,
Mm-hmm.
what Dak is doing with supposedly worst receivers, and we still number one offense the last 5-6 weeks. Trust me, the desperation of the Cowboy Nation would have said, "Hey, you ain't going all in. You see what Tampa did. You see what the Rams did. You see what everybody else did in Kansas City this year, and you didn't go all in. You don't want to win the Super Bowl." But see, that's what we would have said last year and the year before. But we 9-3 with this defense now. So
There
now
you go.
almost Cowboy Nation saying, "Hey, if we get them, good. If we don't, good. We cool." That record have changed a lot of the narrative too.
Yeah, but I mean, what I think I put his picture up too. What really should have changed the narrative is the play of number 88, like CD
There
Lamb.
you go.
Like,
He
man,
crushed it. He crushed
yeah,
it.
like for real. Like I mean, this is it's almost like he needed this battery in his back. Like CD Lamb needed this motivation. Like what I'm saying, he needed this free little boost of motivation, and the Cowboys gave it to him. What I'm saying? It's kind
Yep.
of like, what I'm saying, at some point LeBron gonna say everybody about to get traded and watch everybody gonna start playing better on the Lakers. That's all he got to do is hint to a trade and everybody start dropping 30. Westbrook start dribbling right. What I'm saying? It's crazy. AD come back healthy. What I'm saying? But I mean, it's amazing what people will do with a little bit of motivation. But I mean, and guess what? I love it. Whatever it takes to motivate you to get you going, bruh, say, man, it's my job to find that out and use that to motivate you to go.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Facts.
now, now that you have CD Lamb motivated, it's like, fans, Cowboy Nation, why don't y'all trust 88, bruh? And it's crazy, man, because y'all was just okay with trading Amari Cooper. I've never seen Cowboy fans turn on well, yes, I have. I will take that back. Absolutely, I've seen it happen several times.
All the
But
time.
you guys were so in support. I've never seen the Cowboys get rid of a good player and you guys support it. Now, Dez
Yeah.
was a little different because Dez was at the kind of like at the end of his career. I get it. It was
Mhm.
time for him to retire. But, bro, Amari Cooper was in the prime of his career. I've never seen you guys turn on someone like that. And y'all
Yeah.
did it for this dude right here. Hold on.
CD Lamb is most definitely a number one. And let me
And
tell
you
this,
mean to tell me you guys lost all that in 3 months? Life has been that bad with CD Lamb in 3 months. I
Nope.
need to know, fellas, why don't the nation trust 88, man?
Man, I don't know.
And miss me with them damn drops. My boy ain't even dropping the ball no more.
Nah, like I guess man, it was an unproven commodity. But that my issue is we before the season we said we hadn't seen CD Lamb be a number one receiver yet. But we're in week 12. Week 13 we done played 11 games. Like he has shown enough. He is 72 yards away from having 1,000-yard season. So like he is
Wow.
going crazy. He only needs 72 yards to reach 1,000 yards for the first time consecutively. He
How
had a
many games
thousand
we got left?
yards last year.
There
He
you
had
go.
he had 1,000 yards last year. So if he gets 1,000 yards this year, it's gonna be his first back-to-back years of reaching the 1,000-yard plateau. So he's doing everything you can ask him for. He's catching contested balls. He's scoring touchdowns. He's getting needed targets. He's catching a large percentage of his
Mm-hmm.
targets. So at one point he was during that stretch he was number one in explosive plays. So he's doing everything you can ask him to do. So like you can't say he's not an 88
What is
or
he
a
on?
number
Hey,
one
what is he
receiver
on pace?
anymore.
What is he on pace for the yards to do, bro? I smell that smells like 1,300 yards, bro.
1,400.
Jesus.
He
And
on pace for
and and
1,400
think
yards.
and think about this. And think about this.
Hey, he
CD
might get
Lamb
all pro.
is
He might get all pro if he how many touchdowns he got?
6. Fight with 5 more games to go, so he can literally end with double-digit touchdowns this year.
He can for sure be a pro bowler. All pros gonna be kind of hard.
think about
He can
this.
for sure be a pro bowler.
CD Lamb is doing this with a guy coming off of surgery and another guy who half a Cowboy Nation don't even know who he is, to be completely honest. That's what he's working with. Imagine if he had better dogs at the 2 and 3. Now, I ain't even mentioned Dalton Schultz because Dalton Schultz is Dalton Schultz. He is what he is. He is, as I deemed him on Boss Cowboy Show a couple weeks ago, he is Mr. Hot Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna do his this naive. He gonna get where he need to get. He gonna get that pocket in the free space and he gonna snatch that thing.
Okay,
But
man.
he is doing.
I was about to get on your. I was waiting. I had my hand because I was about to say, man, this boy is not about to disrespect Dalton Schultz on my show. That's
No hot
you clean
pocket.
that up. You clean that up good. God,
No, he
you
did. He
clean
did.
that
He
up
doing
good.
what
I'm
he
like,
need
boy,
to
you is not about to
do.
disrespect Dalton Schultz on my house. Not today. Not today.
No,
That
no.
boy supposed to be doing his
Schultz is
job.
being Schultz. Yeah, but I'm
Oh,
saying
you clean that up
you
good. Go
doing
ahead.
that with a recovering Gallup and Noah Brown. Imagine if he had two better dogs with him.
I mean, just imagine if Dak Prescott played the full season. Because
That too.
you got to think about this.
Oh my
Dak
God.
Prescott missed all that time. He has more passing touchdowns than
There
Matt
you go.
Ryan, Jacoby Brissett, Daniel Jones, Ryan Tannehill. He only has one less touchdown than Kyler Murray. So, like,
Come on, man.
in this amount of time, he's been going crazy. He only 3 touchdowns behind Tom Brady. He's been playing all year. So
Yep.
like Dak Prescott at one point was
So
like 2 or 3 in touchdown passes since he came back, from his injury. So like
so
we're scoring a bunch of points.
I
Go
can
ahead,
make
big
it
guy.
just more. It'll make it even clearer. I mean, everybody's 100% on point. Uh, Last year, let's get one thing straight. As much as everybody complained about him, I think the question was why we don't like CD or why people don't like that because they ain't patient. That's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
Say
Last year,
that
this dude,
again.
we want the microwave. We want it when we want it now, and we
Yep.
put all that pressure on him. But
Yep.
here are the facts.
Yep.
CD Lamb was a Pro Bowler last year.
And he gonna
He
be one
was.
this
Why
year.
why y'all were complaining about him last year? He was a Pro Bowler last year. Now, here's the difference. He had Amari, so some of y'all gonna say, okay, well, he had Amari Cooper, of course he Amari drew the double coverage, and so he was open in the slot and all that. Okay, I give you that. That's fine. What about this year though? He's
Right.
been double teamed with Cooper Rush the whole year, and he's been double teamed with Dak Prescott. And he's going to have a better year this year than he had last year when he was catching single coverage. All the coverage rolls his way, and he is dominating. Henny just gave y'all the most important fact. Ladies and gentlemen, Dak Prescott missed all the month. Can you
Facts.
imagine what his numbers would be right now? if he would have had Dak the whole year, we'd be talking almost 1,600 yards. No question about it. We're talking Cooper Cup type stuff last year. That's
Yep.
what I'm talking about.
He definitely will be
That's what
in
we're
the
talking
running for
about.
offensive player of the year, no doubt.
No doubt about it. So, we just not patient. That's what it is. We want it all. We want it now. They starting to put their pressure on Bland. They putting it on Damone Clark. We want it all right now. We want you to be
Be
an all
patient.
pro
Be
right
patient.
now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it just it just don't happen. But CD been producing ever since he put the star on his hill. That's really the truth.
Hey, shout out to the big homie boss Cowboy. I see you, my boy. Appreciate in the comment box. Just made you a moderator too, man. So if you see anybody acting crazy in the comment box, make sure you tighten them up. And real quick, man, let's go real quick. We got 152 people watching. I need everybody right now. No matter where you're watching at, I need you to, if you're watching on West Coast Cowboys spot right now, I need you to type in HTM Sports. I need you to type in AMP Sports. And I need you to type in the Big Time Show on YouTube and hit those subscribe buttons. Also, wherever you're watching on your platform right now, hit that like button immediately. Hit that like button immediately. And we laying it down right now. You feel me? But yo, just to kind of tie it all up, man, with CeeDee Lamb, I think one of the biggest, I started this whole thing with CeeDee Lamb, and I get real aggressive. Sometimes some folks, my delivery is weird, it's bad. I get that, you know what I'm saying? Me and Kanye, we working on it. We go to this little thing every Saturday morning. We trying to work our way through it, you know what I'm saying? He ain't been there in the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to be honest with you. But whenever I say this about CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is not a number one receiver. Yet. Right? And that has always been, because what I've saw in coaching is I realized that there are microwave kids and there are oven kids. Microwave kids are kids you just come out the oven, pop, and they ready. They just be like that. And guess what? You have kids that are like oven kids that you got to kind of you got to bed them up, you got to put them in there, you got to do the 350. And guess what? When it come out, it's going to be actually better. Why? Because they're actually getting instruction. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in a microwave kid, they come out already with ability. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you, when instruction meets ability, that's when you have something ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I say all this to say this. CeeDee Lamb, and if you think, and this is another point I always expressed about the 88s. 88s always had an obstacle that they had to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Drew Pearson, where did he overcome? He came from Drew Pearson came from a small school. He was not this number one pick that everybody he was not, you know what I'm saying? And he had his own things. Michael Irvin, you know what I'm saying? Michael Irvin had a little, every time I say about his issues, my nose start itching. But y'all know what his issue is. And Uncle Mike, I love you. You know I love you. Don't try to play me.
Them allergies.
Yeah, my nose. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Start itching like a bug. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then he had the White House, and I ain't talking about the one that the president live in. If you know your Cowboy history, you know what I'm talking about. Don't Google that late at night. Your girl gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he had the White House. You know what I'm saying? And then, Dez Bryant, Dez was Dez. Like Dez never had off the field issues, never once, except that time he punched his mom at Walmart. That was kind of
Allegedly.
Thank you for that. I had to pop my hand real quick. Allegedly, he had never had that. Y'all get what I'm going through. Every 88 at the beginning of their career had some type of obstacle that they used to refine who they were, and it molded them. Like CeeDee Lamb's his journey obviously was a little easy. Why? It was a first-round pick, and he probably had the best situation coming in because all these other 88s came in, they didn't have no number one. Like Dez was a rookie, they didn't have no clear number one. You know what I'm saying? When CeeDee Lamb got on this team, we had a clear number one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there was an opportunity for him to just kind of not necessarily hide under the shuttle, but he was a little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like He was a little brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at some point you got to give the little brother opportunity to grow up. You know what I'm saying? And Cowboy fans, you suck at that. I'm sorry. I love y'all, but I also know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I love y'all to death. But y'all suck at that. You guys suck at that. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, the entire NFL sucks at it. You want to know why? Because of Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. That's why. Because every now and then some microwave comes out and he's like, oh my God, why can't he be like him? Because he's not him. That's just what it is, bro. You didn't draft him. So you got to do what's best for your guy. You know what I'm saying? That's if anybody had any last things on that, man, we gonna talk. I got one more subject I want to talk about.
Well, let me just throw that in. One of those microwave you're talking about is Michael Parsons. He came ready. He came ready from day one.
Great point. Oh, great point.
You know, he and everybody think that, you know, somebody ought to be somewhat close to that. But I understand, ladies and gentlemen, that CD had drops and all that kind of stuff. I get that. But the real truth of the matter is, when you look at his numbers from last year, Henny, help me out on that. What was his numbers from last year? Real quick, help me out on that. What was
Michael
his,
Parsons? He had
no,
13
not
sacks.
Michael. I'm talking about CD. CD just from last year. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
man.
mind, help me out.
No,
Help
that's
me
no
out on
problem.
that.
I'll
I'm just
pulled up 2
saying.
seconds.
Go ahead. He had big numbers last year, even with the drops y'all talking about. So I mean, sometimes we got mistaken identity. Is he really a oven, as West Coast said, or was he really a microwave the whole time?
Well,
You
see,
see what I'm
he
saying?
had 1,102 yards last year,
Damn.
6 touchdowns. He
Come
had a
on now,
long of 49. He had 79 receptions,
79.
and
Come on now.
he had a 65.8 catch percentage.
He had 79 receptions with Amari Cooper.
Correct.
Michael Gallup
He might
didn't
have
do
been.
all that.
He might
Come
have
on
been a.
now.
He might have been a. He might have been a microwave. Mari
He
Cooper
was a
just slowed
microwave
down.
the whole time.
Yeah, Mari
He
Cooper
was.
was just a. That was just a. You know what I mean?
Let's carry that a step further. He had 79 catches with Amari Cooper,
And
with
120
Michael Gallup,
targets.
with Cedric Wilson still playing.
And
Could he have been really a microwave all the time? I mean, everybody said once he become a number one, look out.
Let me
And
expand on that a
right
little
now,
bit
this
more.
is the lookout. And this is the
it's the
lookout.
lookout. So I
Hey,
mean, come on now.
let's expand on that just a little bit more too. Because last year he got 120 targets. He is already at 111 right now as we speak.
Come on now. And
So
all the
like with more
coverage.
opportunities, he gonna get these
And
numbers.
all the coverage is rolling to him this year. And
Yep.
he's going to destroy that. He was open last year because of Amari. The double team went to Amari. Come on now. He was a microwave all the time, y'all. That's just my opinion. He was a microwave all the time. He
Hey,
just on center stage now.
But I'll tell you
and
somebody who was an oven kid, Trayvon Diggs.
yes,
Yeah.
Because
Trayvon was.
you
See,
gotta
we
remember
see
where he came from that first year. Because people were upset with him. He was giving up plays, but at the end of the season, he started getting together. He got those feel good games against the Eagles, and then he really exploded last year.
let me put it in music forms. I'm a little older than y'all, but y'all know who I'm talking about when I say this. See, there was a group called in the 70s, Harold Melville and the Blue Notes.
Blue Notes.
All right. Well, one of those Blue Notes was Teddy Pendergrass, but it had Harold Melvin name. See, we hollered out Amari Cooper so much, and we hollered out Michael Gallup, and said was there, and they gave him the 88. And we looked at it, CD is like, oh, easy a number one. See, we had a mistaken identity. CD was Teddy Pendergrass the whole time. He just had all these folks around him. Now what you finding out with all the double coverage going his way, you find out he that dog, man. That's just my opinion.
yeah, and think about this: without the opportunities, you don't get the opportunity. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Just
If
what
there's
it
no
is.
opportunity, without the opportunity, you don't get an opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's getting the opportunity, so he's making the most out of his opportunity. Like CeeDee Lamb is playing like a guy that if he don't make a play, he's going to the sidelines. Like and that's how you want. That's how you want. That's the difference between a good receiver and a great receiver. You know what I'm saying? And it's like right now, my thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If CeeDee Lamb is the 88, and that's why I tweeted what I tweeted yesterday, and I'm like, man, CeeDee Lamb being the 88 that he is, there's no way he goes to the Mavericks game with them on this. Nah, fam. Not
Ain't
after
supposed to.
not after what I did. Yeah, nah, hell nah. 88s don't recruit, baby. We don't recruit, baby. We are the star. You know what I'm saying? Everything is behind me. You feel me? Everything is behind me. So it's like, yeah, I know CD Lamb said, "Oh yeah, I love, who." I mean, he says the standard stuff, but I mean, to keep it real, CD Lamb ain't really been out there like some of these other defensive players. And guess what? Defensive players, they don't care, they don't give a damn. They're not even on that side of the ball. That's why I
At
was
all.
like, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't even gonna be playing with Micah Parsons. The only time he gonna see Micah Parsons is when they playing against each other in the locker room. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Y'all trying to go kick it at a Mavs game. Now, if it would have been Dak, Zeke, and CD Lamb, oh yeah, he about to get signed for sure. He got to get signed. But not now I can't do Micah and Trevon Diggs. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I'm gonna say, just to tie this, I'm tying up the CD Lamb and Odell Beckham, man, is I really wonder how CD Lamb really feel about this. What y'all think, man? Like,
Look
what
at
y'all
how he
think?
played. Look at how aggressive this man been playing. That
Facts.
should tell you enough.
Facts. Bro, he ran through a dude and then looked at him. Right before the referee was about to pull the flag, he walked off. Like,
CeeDee
CD was
Lamb.
dogging, bro.
CeeDee Lamb. I said this on Ball Show sometime last week. I said, look, CeeDee Lamb done went to his girl and done found a number in her pocketbook. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And guess what? He has no choice at this point but
Wow.
to tighten up. You
Wow.
done, then you see the text message and you see it ain't nothing too egregious, but you see the flirtation. So it's like, man, you got time to entertain him when you got me? What's wrong with
There you go.
me?
There you go.
Maybe I need to tighten up.
Yeah.
And guess what? Jerry said it a couple weeks ago too. Jerry said if I could do something that would appear that I'm going all in, does this not appear to look like he's going all in without actually going all in? And you're reaping the benefits in your wide receiver room because everybody is stepping up at this point.
Everybody got a battery. And think about this. The only reason why you had to do it like this, I'm going to tell you the Cowboys kind of had to do it like this, is because you entitled these guys to these roles. See, if you
Yep.
would have made these guys work for the roles to begin, you would have never had to say anything. See, what they should have said is like, we're getting rid of Amari Cooper, and guess what? Noah Brown, you got a shot to be the number one. CeeDee Lamb, you can be the number one. Anybody can be the number one. Whoever catches the ball best going to be the number one.
Mm-hmm.
Then that right there, it's kind of like what Coach Prime did when Coach Prime went in there to Colorado. He said, man, I'm coming. What did he say?
I'm
Listen, man.
coming.
He said, listen, the transfer portal is open. And if you need
Go ahead
assistance,
and hit it.
he said, we go ahead. And not only did he say go ahead, but they will be assisting you. We gonna
Yeah.
assist you out the door. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't want to compete, we don't want you here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me step out there in the ocean again on y'all. Let me say this. I think CD, part of him is probably a little perturbed by them
Mm-hmm.
want to get him. But there's a other part of him that are also would probably be saying, oh, okay, go ahead and sign him. Because, see, if y'all going to get this man $20 million,
Oh.
and my,
That's
and
what
my,
I'm gonna tell you, big time. That's
you
the real reason why you can't sign him. If you sign him, bro, that's like you moving in. You feel me? Like you putting a mansion. You live in
know,
the man in this nice neighborhood, and then now you didn't park your car in the garage in the driveway in a goddamn grass.
no,
Park your car on the street. You bring my
CD
property value down.
CD and his agent are saying, really? Y'all, this man knee tore up, can't run, can't do nothing, and y'all gonna give him this type of money? Oh, we already know we getting ready to do it in about a year. Oh,
And
we
I'm
Go
come for the
crazy.
real bank. We come
if
for the
I'm
real
CD,
bank.
say if the Cowboys sign Odell Beckham, if I'm CD Lamb, I'm holding out this year.
This year.
I
Fifth
can't.
year option and all.
This
Yeah,
year.
exactly. I'm not. Why would I give you
This year.
any type of love? Y'all out here spending money on wide receiver. You need to be spending that on me.
This year.
Facts.
Listen,
The hell you mean?
you gave Amari Cooper $20 million a year. And my numbers are already kind of like in this season here, it's going off. And you gonna give a man that got coming off another ACL. You gonna
30.
give this man who won't work out He
30.
won't show you anything. And you going to give him a 3-year deal, a 2-year deal, whatever, and you going to accommodate him because of the respect for his name, and his
Yeah.
name generates X amount of dollars, and you're not paying him like you should be paying James Washington. Oh, yeah, go on pay him.
Yeah.
I got
Right.
something for you when the
This is,
offseason
and it's like, bro,
That's what
this
he gonna
is
say.
like, fellas, this is not the player that you court. Like, this is not the player that you court.
Yeah.
Like y'all, this is not the player that you court. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. If I'm CD Lamb right here, I'm looking. Oh, y'all got money to. If you got money to spend on OBJ, then it's time for me to get paid. Then, like,
really?
because if y'all got money to spend on wide receivers, why aren't you spending that money on me
Like today.
today?
Now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If I'm CD Lamb,
Yeah.
after seeing this, the Cowboys actively go out there and try to go parade this dude around here. Oh man, we want to. Oh yeah, I need to get paid because that lets me know that you do not appreciate me.
I mean, don't forget Odell Beckham. Think about, like you said, think about Amari Cooper. Like, he is on pace right now, defending with more touchdowns and more yardage than Amari ever have in Amari's career.
Come on,
So,
man.
like, you mean to tell me you gonna get, like, you could pay Amari Cooper? You mean to tell me you can court Odell Beckham? You can go. Matter of fact, they out here tricking. They out here tricking on Odell Beckham like he a bad beat.
You not,
Man,
let's carry it a
Think about
step further.
think about
You
this.
down
They
here
only
talking
recruit for
about
2 years.
the excitement that Odell brings and the market and all that. Who
And
you
I just
think I
went
am?
And
Who
I
you
just
think
went.
I am, man?
And
Are
I
you
just went
crazy?
11 for 150. Think about
Come
this.
on,
The
man.
first thing Jerry Jones said after leaving the Green Bay game, bruh, was
Come on, dog.
about, bruh,
Odell Beckham.
Come
Odell
on,
Beckham
dog.
Jr., bruh.
Come on,
CD
dog.
Lamb just went for 11 catches, 150, bruh.
Come on, man.
If I'm CD Lamb, bruh, there is
2
no
touchdowns.
this right here shows me that there is no loyalty. None. And it also shows me that you
Zero.
what? That you appreciate what you want to appreciate, not what's supposed to be appreciated. You pick and choose. But guess what? I'm cool. I need my money. On that note, I need my money. If you got money to pay
I'm a
Odell
part
Beckham,
of this equation.
I need my money.
This what Odell's. I mean, this is what CD saying. Listen, your seat's gonna be sold out anyway. You the Dallas
Facts.
Cowboys. I mean, we got people on hold trying to get season tickets. You
Mhm.
already there. But please understand, when you market this team, you marketing me in the package. I'm a part of that package. But you trying to act like Odell come in and like, oh my God, here come everybody else. No, dog, you got to pay me, man,
And
right now.
besides, hey, forget Odell Beckham. Cause think about the kind of money he wants, and think about the guys that are coming up for contracts that you want to keep. Think about Donovan Wilson, who's playing at an All-Pro level right now. Think about Terrence Steele, who is a
Tony
restricted free
Pollard.
agent next year. Tony Pollard, who, man, matter of fact, shout out to Tony Pollard. He is under 150 yards away from his first 1,000-yard season.
Come on, dog.
And he's
He
gonna
might
get
get
he's
that
gonna get
this
1,200
week.
yards. He's gonna get
Listen,
1,200 yards this year.
He leads your team in explosive yards. He was leading your team in rushing touchdowns. Matter of fact, he was leading your team in total touchdowns, leading your team in explosive plays, leading your team in rushing. So like that's usually like three different guys, and Tony Pollard holds all those distinctions. So like forget Odell Beckham. There's a guy that means way too much to your offense right now to let him walk out the door for free.
And also think about this: when has Justin Jefferson got paid?
No,
No, he get
Not
paid when
yet.
he
he get
can't.
paid when he get paid when.
He can get paid next year. They want to pay him.
So think about this. Think about this. Do you want to pay CD Lamb after him or
Nope.
before him?
Better be it. Yeah, exactly. I'm holding out, dog.
Because,
I'm
bro, think
holding
about
out.
this. Justin Jefferson, Chase, the money that them dudes get is going to send the money skyrocket. You want to know why? Because they play for regular organizations who understand pay good players. That's just what they did. Think about this. You know Justin Jefferson's going to get paid. You want to know why? Because they paid Adam Thielen $17 million. And then they turned around the very next year and paid Diggs $18 million. Now, they did trade him 2 years later, but they still paid him. They had a $16 million receiver and an $18 million receiver on the same team. They paid both of them. And Adam Thielen's still on the team.
And
And when you
ladies
think
and
about what
gentlemen,
Justin Jefferson did, like he know he's gonna get a ridiculous contract.
Listen,
He's on
well,
record setting
Hey,
pace.
Henny, well, listen to. I'm gonna say this real quick. Each one of Justin Jefferson and Chase will hold the title of the highest paid receiver for the year that they get paid because they're literally 1 year after each other. So, bruh, you need to get in front of both those dudes. If the Dallas Cowboys wait, and I'm gonna tell you what smart teams, they're doing what the Seattle did with DK Metcalf, bro. You sign him in year 3. You don't want to get to the 5th year. Why? Because even if you save money, you're gonna give all that money back when you have to pay them this ridiculous contract. It's not the Cowboys mindset is, oh, we got to play them on these cheap rookie deals because then we get the 5th year option and then we get 5 years worth of cheap talent. No, that's not the way to look at it. The way to look at it is, look, we're going to have to pay this dude eventually, right? Right. Well, think about this. He's going to be making top money longer than he's going to be making low money. So why don't we get to the top money while it's low? You know what I'm saying?
And you can still get the cheap money out of him because you just signed him to an extension.
Bro, because think about this. If you wait to the 5th year option and Minnesota signs Justin Jefferson, which they should do in year 3, which most teams are doing, and then think about this, the very next year, which would be CeeDee Lamb's 5th year option, Chase would then be eligible to get signed. And guess what? He's right behind Joe Burrows. When Joe Burrows takes his $50 million a year contract with only that one run in the playoffs, because they're going to give it to him regardless. When he gets his $50 million, the very next year, they're going to sign his wide receiver. The very next year. Why would you not? You basically drafted them together, right? Think about this. If you wait 2 years from now, CeeDee Lamb is going to get so much just off the breadcrumbs, because people are like, yeah, but he's no Chase. He's no Justin Jefferson. He don't got to be.
Right, because
I don't want CeeDee Lamb to be number 3 to them dudes.
Right, because listen, are they available? No. Okay, then
No, they're not.
I am your Justin Jefferson.
Facts.
And listen,
Talk.
and Justin Jefferson, look, he been great.
Let
1,400
me throw
yards,
this.
1,600, 1,200. Like CD may not have that, but like shit, he gonna be top 3 in those categories when it's time to sign over that
The
span.
breadcrumbs is gonna have him at 25. Go ahead, big time. What you had to say?
But please understand this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the reason why West Coast, and I think we all go. He need to hold out this year, because y'all calling out that name, but let's look at the standard barrier real quick, and then y'all do the math. The Devontae Adams 5 year, $140 million, 20 some odd $1 million a year. Come on, man. If what you think Justin Jefferson is gonna have. You see what I'm
Probably
saying?
$30 million.
And after Justin Jefferson get paid, what in the world you think Chase is gonna do?
Right after,
Okay.
remember, Chase is going to get paid
the
the very year after
right
his quarterback.
then. You better understand what's getting ready to go on. That's why I'm saying, come on now.
And
It's not
listen,
hard to figure out.
Tyreek Hill is already making $30 million a year as a wide receiver.
Come on, man.
Devontae Adams are making $28 million. DeAndre Hopkins still making $27 million a year. Cooper Kupp is making $26 million a year.
Come on, man.
AJ Brown, who hasn't done as much as these other guys, is making $25 million a year.
So I'm gonna tell you this right here. Since he's in your division, that's the starting point right there. Because an agent is for sure gonna push for him to have some type of title. Okay, he's the highest paid receiver in your division. That right there is $25 million to get that title.
Let me tell you something.
At the bare minimum. And the franchise tag. Oh my God, bro! The franchise tag is gonna be ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. You let CeeDee Lamb, who already was a Pro Bowler last year, you let him throw an All-Pro tag on that as well, and you watch what's getting ready to happen. You better understand, you can't avoid it. We got Parsons coming. We got Diggs coming. You're going to have to pay CeeDee Lamb. You're going to have to pay him.
Franchise tag is the average of the top 5, right?
Yes.
So let's do the math right now. 30, 28, 27, 26.
And you know what's crazy? Kyle Lowry made $25 million, bro. That's crazy that Kyle Lowry makes $25 million.
So
you got number 1 players in the NFL barely make. That's crazy.
Roughly,
NBA, you're crazy, NBA.
Hey, roughly the franchise tag would be $27 million. So 25, it can't even be 25. So the franchise tag will always have to be the floor.
CD gonna get it.
CD Lamb gonna get over. Listen,
if you make him play out his rookie deal, he is going to be a $30 million receiver.
Yes.
That goes to show you how. That shows you how cheap the Amari Cooper deal really was.
Facts.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the only other thing you could do to not pay him that much money is to up the guarantee. Because yeah, AJ Brown signed after all these guys. He didn't get as much money yearly, but he has the most guaranteed money.
which is
They
probably the
they
most important.
so they guaranteed him fully guaranteed $56.4 million, fully guaranteed.
That's probably more important, to be honest with you.
So like if you can finagle it, like hey, we can guarantee you a full 60. You may not have to pay him like 28 million, 29, but you can guarantee most of his contract. He probably take that.
And then think about the salary cap hit you got to take. Like freaking like if you ever want to just if you ever think your life sucks and you have ridiculous bills and you just want to give up, before you give up, Google Russell Wilson's contract.
There you go.
Mm.
They pay that. Hey, they pay
Google
that man.
Google Russell Wilson's
Never
contract. Because
He got
Never
bruh,
quit.
$50 million for 8 touchdowns.
not even that, bro. They have if they trade him, it's like $120 million, bro. If they release him, it's like 140. Russell Wilson is their quarterback. Period. There is no conversation. There's no conversation. None. You know
They
what I'm
better
saying?
get that man an old line.
Yeah. Hey, my boy. Hey, shout out to my boy Tony B with the $10 super chat. Let me give you how about them Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
I mean, hey, I wanted to switch to that other subject, but I mean, I wanted to. I don't even want to. I wasn't going to talk about Dak, but I actually want to throw another name in there because we already on contracts, and I think next year the Dallas. Now that we talk about all these players, the Cowboys really don't have the money to be playing with next year because Donovan. Oh my God, bro, Donovan Wilson has to get signed, bro. And I'm gonna make a video tomorrow. Basically, I'm gonna tell Dono, bro, you gotta stop it, bro. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop getting the sacks. You gotta stop getting the tackles. You gotta stop getting the damn tackles for loss because you're not gonna be a damn Cowboy next year if you keep on doing this, bro.
He going crazy.
He's
80
going
tack-
crazy, bro.
80 tackles, 4
How do you-
sacks, 5
it-
tackles for loss, an interception, multiple passes defended. Like
Should be a Pro
if
Bowl.
he
And
if he had
think about this. He's sharing time with 3 safeties, bro. There's legitimately times where he's not on the field.
man, like our whole safety room been balling. Really, if you want to think about it. But that's the thing. If Donovan Wilson had a bigger name, he would be an All Pro.
He'd be
Just
all
like
pro.
Jay Run Kurtz, probably should have been an All Pro last year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but you also got to think about it too, though. With the amount of time that these safeties are playing linebacker, they're gonna have some great numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to think about it. Like Donovan Wilson is
Is in the
taking is
box.
taking is taking time as a hybrid linebacker in Quinn's scheme right now as well. So like both him and Kurtz rotated in and out of that role, and both of them been making plays.
Hey, and Henny, think about this too. For people that could be like, yeah, but you know what's crazy, bro? Maybe I was asking for a middle linebacker, but I just dawned on me. Maybe we were never gonna get one. Because maybe this safety thing, maybe this whole, I mean, I know we were never going to get one, but this whole like using extra safeties, because remember Keanu Neal, he was a safety that turned what? Linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they basically did? They just did that same experiment from last year. They just did it better.
Yeah,
Mm.
but you got to
They
think about
used they used a better person in J-Ron Curse. They said, you know what? It didn't work with Keanu Neal. It did not work at all. And you know the funny thing about it is, I told folks it wasn't going to work, and I also told people this funny thing. I said when he leaves the Cowboys, his ass is going back to what? Safety. That's
which he
exactly
did.
what he did, and that's
And look,
exactly what he did.
He made a game sealing play last night at safety when he dislodged the ball on a hit.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a part of Dan Quinn's. But my thing is, you're going to have to beef up your safety. I mean, a safety that's wanting to do that full time for his career, man, you're going to have to put on some weight because eventually them injuries going to happen. But I mean, just to pull it in, the Cowboys, man, if you look at the names, bro, you got guys like Donovan Wilson, man. I know Trevon Diggs technically has one more year on his deal, but we also, if you go look at his deal right now, his rookie contract, he only has 1 year left on his rookie contract for $1.5 million. Like if I'm Stephon Diggs, if I'm Stephon Diggs, who is Trevon Diggs' older brother, being his older brother, I'm going to cut him a check for $2 million and tell him we're not playing for $1 million. We're not doing that. I'll give you $2 million not to play. You want to know why? Because if you get hurt making $1 million, you have so much. Trevon Diggs should be the highest paid corner for at least one season. Yeah. Not ever, but because the money moves too fast. But for what he's doing, he will be the highest. His agent is going to push for that because you got to remember, if his agent gets him that, then guess what? Also, it does. It allows him to get other corners when he's able to like say, "Man, I got the highest paid corner." They're going for titles. You know what I'm saying? So his agent is going to want him to hold that highest paid corner title in football. And if he gets an All Pro again, bro, how can you say he's not?
Right?
Listen to me. There's no way. I promise you, bro. If Trevon Diggs plays next year on $1 million, I'm gonna throw a shoe at him when I see him. And then when the police ask me, why'd you do it? I'm gonna say, because I was trying to tell him he should not be paying for $1 million. That don't make no goddamn sense.
Nah, you got too much to lose, man.
You got
And
way too much to lose.
and like you said, man, like at the bare minimum, he's going to be a Pro Bowler again. But he
Bare
definitely
minimum.
should be. And he should be in all pro considerations, considering how well he's covering. I think he's only surrendered like one touchdown this year, if I'm not
He's an
mistaken.
all pro. Doc.
He should
Yes,
be an
he's
all
all
pro.
pro. No
He should
question.
definitely
And
be
think
an
about
all
this.
pro.
He has the name. He's doing it on the largest scale.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a corner that, I mean, there's probably some statistical corner that's playing better than Trevon Diggs. I know there's always one. But there ain't no corner with a name on a team that's 9-3 that will be in the playoffs with a corner playing at a high level with an opportunity to get interceptions on a high level. Like, you're not. That's a storm. Like,
It's only one, and it's only one West. That's Slay from.
Yeah, and they're in the
That's
division.
about it. That's it.
Because listen, Jalen Ramsey began tore. I think he surrendered 5
Yeah,
touchdowns
Rams
this
ain't even
year.
discussing this year.
AJ Terrell has been playing bad this year. So like all these guys with these names, then J.C. Jackson, he got hurt, wasn't playing well before he got hurt. So all these guys who are
the injury saved him this season. Keep it
more,
100.
Marshawn Lattimore wasn't
He
playing
fell off
well,
like
got
a
hurt as
basket of
well.
dope. He fell off.
So like all these guys who are supposed to be the marquee cornerbacks, they're not playing well or they're hurt. So Darius Slay and Stephon Diggs should be the obvious choices, for the Pro Bowl selections, for the All Pro selections. I mean,
And think about this too, fellas. You know what it also proves too? Oh yeah, the boy Sauce Gardner, he's balling. He's a rookie.
South Gardner. So
So
they still might give it to him.
But I'm gonna tell you this. You know what it also proves too? That if you're a team, you could literally pay because teams do not throw at Trevon Diggs. That's why Anthony Brown. That's why honestly, the conversation of who your second corner is very, very important. Why? Because he's gonna get a lot of footballs thrown at him. Like that's very, very important because they don't throw at Trevon Diggs, bro. There is a team that will 100% pay for that. They will overpay for that, bro. Think about this. They just had the illusion that Byron Jones was doing it, and they made him a $16 million corner, which was at that time the highest paid corner in football. And then they had that boy Xavier Howard over there that got 7 interceptions. He was like, "What the hell? I'm only making $3 million."
Yep. And he turned around, got him a bag too, didn't
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man,
I got this Roy guy in my chat box. Roy TX26 said this year for Diggs is better than last year.
he?
That's with all the turnovers. It's just the truth.
Like he played much better coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're not playing him in that trail technique. So I mean, he excelled in both techniques. You know what I'm saying? My only issue with trail technique is I've never seen a guy play it so much in the NFL. Like Deion Sanders did. If listen to me, if the GOAT can't do it, you can't do it, bro. I'm not saying you can't do it, but you can't do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if Deion Sanders didn't play 70 snaps in trail, you can't do it, bro. Can't do it, bro. You just can't do it. And that's what we did. Like we tried to do some, and guess what? That's why Deion Sanders never had no 11 interception season. Like that's unheard of.
It was scared.
It was unheard of.
Yeah.
And Deion Sanders used to play whole games and Jersey be clean. Like he just be over. They don't even try Deion.
Throw it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
But yo, man, I appreciate everybody. We've been on here for about an hour and 30 minutes, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in.
Hey,
what's up?
I sure finna ask you before we get off here. You want to talk about this corner or not?
Hell yeah, let's go ahead.
So I just want to get y'all guys' opinion on Mackenzie Alexander. I don't know if y'all had any time to look at the numbers or look at the tape. So I wanted to see how y'all feel about the signing. Personally, this was not the corner I wanted us to go and give, but I'll let y'all go before I give y'all the full spiel what I have over here.
Well, I was gonna say give us a full spiel first because you got the stats and everything.
Oh well, all right. Since I have the stats, hell no. Like them picking him up, they were better off keeping Kelvin Joseph out there
Mm-hmm.
because he ain't played well these last couple of years. But he just gave up 5 touchdowns last year.
Jesus.
All right, so like this is the stats. He started 5 games for Minnesota last year. He appeared in 16. He had no interceptions. He was targeted 70 times. He allowed 46 catches, which is a 65.7 completion percentage when targeted. Gave up 648 yards, averaged 14.1 yards a completion, averaged 9.3 yards a target, allowed 5 touchdowns, had a great passer rating when they targeted him, 119.2.
Ugh.
Did you even pinch them?
Yeah, yeah. So like he did not play well. He did not play well at all last year. That's why he's not on the team right now. And I get it. You know, he's from Clemson. He was a former second round pick back in 2016. He's from Dak and Zeke's draft class. You know, he had potential coming out, but he never put it together. Last last 4 years, 66% completion percentage when targeted in 2018. 65.5% completion percentage when targeting in 2019, 69.6% completion percentage when targeting in 2020, 65.7 in 2021. So
Man,
like when he gets targeted, he's giving up the
he
ghost.
giving up the ghost. He giving
It's
it up.
simple. To me, it's simple. And I ain't gonna take no time on because it's getting late. But the thing that I need to know is how fast is he? What he running the 40? That's all I really need to know because all this is just a special team sign.
Mm-hmm.
Special
All it
team
is
signing.
that Kelvin Joseph is not going to be playing the gunner anymore,
On
as they
special
just
teams.
said, and then he's going to be the starting cornerback. So they got to come back and try to find a guy that's going to be on special teams. That's what that guy fits right there. He'll be our special team gunner. So
449.
we're on 449. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. He's
Can
going
you
to be
run
on the
down? Can
kickoff
you run down?
coverage. He's going to be on the punt return. That's all we signed him for.
All right. And in comparison, the guy who I wanted, Desmond Trufant, you know, he actually played with Dan Quinn. He was a former
Mm-hmm.
Pro Bowler. Last year, he played in 10 games total, and he did not give up. Let me see how many touchdowns did my guy give up. He gave up 1 touchdown last year, just one, and then he only allowed a 46.7 completion percentage when targeted.
They were just trying to fill out for special teams. That's the way I'm
Yeah,
looking at it.
this was a cheap play. Yeah, that's what I was like. And then I mean, also you gotta think it like this. The Cowboys believe in the draft, so it's like when you get an opportunity to get a second round pick who ain't on a team, it's like it ain't gonna cost you much. Like Dan Quinn has worked miracles. Like maybe he can work another one. You know what I'm saying? Not
Right.
saying he's gonna be good enough to start or anything like that, but
No.
a second round pick is a good place to start though. Rather than start,
Mm-hmm.
you went to Clemson, so you can play. You didn't play big level football. You done been in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the league.
He,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
might be playing. He might be playing special teams this
But see, this the
week.
thing though. If you're willing to bring in a guy that's finna turn 30, you might as well went the extra mile. Brought in a 32-year-old.
Yeah, but that 32-year-old is gonna cost more, and that's a big issue in
Yeah,
Dallas.
Yeah.
It's
This
always
it's
the
just
this
issue.
was
special
this was
teams.
just. They also got to think they brought in another corner too. They just picked this
Yes,
guy out of that corner,
yeah, they
It's
brought in
just special
Sheffield.
teams. That's just
This
special.
yeah, this screams special
and I
teams
bet you
and
they worked
snap
out too. You think they
and
worked out?
practice.
You think they worked out? You think they worked
Probably,
out though? You think they tried out? I think they did.
You right,
probably.
Em. That's all it is. Doc. Just special
Let's say,
teams.
but
Yeah, special teams.
I am
Yeah.
concerned about Kevin Joseph still. So like,
Oh, we all are. We all are. But
'cause
he's gonna be our starter. It ain't
we
no
we
question
we
about
we heard 119. Listen, you heard 119 passer rating when targeted. Joseph is 132.
I'm gonna say this though. The number is a bit deceiving because I ain't gonna lie. When you look at that tape, he ain't too far off.
He's not too
He's
far off.
like he's like right there. And
it. Just got to
I
finish the
don't
piece.
I don't I don't trust Kelvin Joseph at the moment, but I'm gonna tell you who I do trust. I trust Dan Quinn and I trust Al Harris. Cause when they get their hands on you, we see what the product is. So I'm gonna hope that by getting these, first team reps in practice and those guys really focusing on getting those guys up to speed, and you got somebody like Diggs on the other side who is going to help coach him up at practice, I
Yeah.
think they may be all right.
Damn.
Throw
Can I
in
ask you a
this
question,
too.
Am? Why they ain't been doing that since September then? What the hell? What are you only gonna do that now because Anthony Brown is hurt? Man, listen
Yeah,
to me.
Well, listen,
but
I'm
throw
gonna
this
say this.
in.
I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna let you go, bitch. I don't even mean to cut you off.
No, no,
If,
no.
if we play the Houston Texans and Kelvin Joseph gives up a touchdown to a random no-name receiver, I am going to break my TV.
I mean, he just.
Okay, continue.
All
I
thing
mean,
I'm gonna
go ahead.
say is let's throw in the fact, Wes, that the boy gonna be motivated, man, because this really was the original plan anyway. And the Brown were even supposed to be a Kevin Jones supposed to have been our starting cornerback by now in the first place. He gonna be extremely
He's
motivated.
a safety. I'm telling y'all, the boy's a
Well,
safety.
I wouldn't disagree with you on that at all. But one thing
Right.
about it, I like I said the other day, I said it on my show last night. What he does, and he gonna have to get beat like Anthony Brown. I mean, I'm gonna have to see it a little bit more. I know he got torched in Green Bay. I get that part. But what he does bring, this defense, especially with Bland coming in as well, playing the third corner, this defense just got a whole lot faster. You think we
Yeah.
were fast before? We are like greyhounds now because Joseph is going to be like, I mean, he's lightning. Bland is lightning. And I understand they rookies and everything else, but they're going to have to show me they're going to have to get beaten. Then I change my thing, but I'll change my opinion. But I'm telling you, we are
And
faster
Yeah,
now
I'm
more
and
than ever.
I know he
Telling
hadn't
you.
played cornerback all his life. But as good as he looks now, and as ready as we thought he was, Diggs was not polished from the jump.
no, but
Let's just,
he had athleticism, man.
no,
Thing-
right, right.
The thing, the thing of Joseph, man, and I'm telling you, bro, like he don't have the hips for it. He don't have the hips. Like, and there's some things, and I'm realizing things that there's some stuff you can teach, but it's like there's some stuff you just have to have, or that's just not your position. Like at the NFL level, like he cannot handle speed. Like he can't handle it. And I'm gonna tell you, like Anthony Brown could actually handle speed. People say, "Oh, what do you mean? He was always getting beat deep." That's not really speed. That has to do with coverage and has to do with a bunch of things. Speed or how you work on inside routes, like slants and go in those routes that are in cuts, things like that. Those breaking routes. That's where he has a problem getting those hips around. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man. On every play, there's 9 routes in a wide receiver tree. 6 are gonna have somebody doing this, and that's where he gets lost at. And I'm gonna tell you, bruh, these dudes are taking slants to the house in the NFL. Why? Because that's all they need. That's all they need. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the touchdown he gave up. The touchdown he gave up was indicative of why I say, bro, the dude's he's a good guy, but he's a safety. Like if he was on a safety, if he was on a tight end, because you got to think like this: if he's a safety, he's on running backs and he's on tight ends. He then has an advantage because they don't have that. I mean, Tony Pollard does, but there's not 32 Tony Pollards in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Every receiver knows how to do that. Like if you're an NFL receiver, you are him in some type of way. Now there's bigger hims than you. But in a one-on-one with a wide receiver, a corner in the NFL, you're him. You're that dude. That's why you see Trevon Diggs get beat by regular wide corners, by regular receivers. Why? Because, bro, it don't take that for a corner because our whole life is being paid and behind.
We're
So it's
gonna
like,
find out. We're gonna find out, Wes, because this is
I
our
already know.
opportunity.
I'm going to keep it
Because
real. I already know. I'm hoping that he gets better. He
well,
has
I'm
to improve.
saying we ain't got no choice because Andy Brown not gonna be ready if he's with it. He's not gonna be ready this time. I mean, next
I mean,
year
gone.
he gone. I mean, he gonna be. I mean,
Yeah.
he got an Achilles tear. He not gonna be ready. So
And
we're
I'm
gonna
not and
find
I'm
out
not
real quick.
looking at Joseph as a long-term solution. I'm just solely focusing on now to the end of the year.
I think they did
Do the
though. And
best you can to get him as high up and as tuned up as you can because at this point, the option's slim.
damn,
No,
I
but see,
believe
that's
that.
the
I
thing.
believe they are looking at him like long
But
term.
see,
That's
that's
when
the
they
thing,
draft him
man.
like
Like the options really ain't slim, man. Like you got guys out there that you can go. If you're okay with getting Odell Beckham, why can't you call Kevin King? Why can't you call AJ Bouye? Like these dudes are all dudes who were looked at as corners at the best. Like we're just scared they can't do it anymore. But these dudes have all been. AJ Bouye was the highest paid cornerback in football at one point. Him and Jalen Ramsey. Like, there's names out there that you can legitimately get. If you're okay with getting Mackenzie Alexander, bro, why can't you get Kevin King? You come in, bro. I understand you're a little dinged up. You didn't want to play this year, but you want to go to the playoffs, try to win the Super Bowl? Why not? Who don't want to do that? That's my biggest thing. Like, I don't feel that you should have to be put in a situation where you have to find out if somebody works if you have money. If we were broke, I could say, okay, we got to find out. But you got money.
Henny, what's the measurables on McKenzie?
He's 5'11", under 100 pounds, runs a 4.49. He is a slot receiver, by the way. So he doesn't. Yes, he played. Slot corner. He played majority slot, and then when he did play outside, he was terrible.
So he's not going to play because Deron Bland is Deron Bland is your starting slot.
We ain't talked about Nashawn Wright either, so I mean, come on. He's special team.
McKenzie. After looking at his, Dan Quinn likes his corners on the outside. I mean, Anthony Brown is the only one that doesn't meet the mold, but Anthony Brown is also one of the fastest guys on the football team. But everybody else that's on this football team that plays corner, they're all tall and long. That's just what it is. I think with Kelvin Joseph, they need to put Kelvin Joseph under J-Ron Curse and turn him into another J-Ron Curse. Because he does have that dog mentality that because, man, Kelvin Joseph will hit you.
Yes, sir.
And he's good at coming down. That's why he's so good at the gunner. The gunner position is basically doing the exact same thing the safety does in a run game. You're coming down and you're stopping it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
And he a stocky boy. He only 5'11". He down to 200 pounds.
Yeah, he will hit you. You know what I'm saying?
He a physical corner. So.
And let's not forget he ran a 4.2. Am I right about that?
4.3. He ran a
4.3. I mean, so we ain't talking about no slow dude.
Put that on the tight end. He's a tight end eraser. But hey, man, we've been on here for an hour and 30, man. We still got 152 people on here watching, man. They loving the show, man. We've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, man. Man, we gonna start with you, Amp. Hey, let them know where they can find you at, man. Let them know when you're dropping some content, man.
Man, Amp Sports. You can catch me on Twitter. Rest of the platforms coming soon. You can actually catch me on YouTube also. Amp Sports 1. I appreciate the opportunity. Salute to everybody. Let's do what we got to do to tune up, man, and not switch this engine out and get this dub this week and keep pushing to the playoffs, man.
Indeed.
Big time.
Yes, sir. Y'all can, hey, everybody, listen, appreciate you, West Coast, for having me tonight. You can find me at the Big Time Show on YouTube. You can do that. Also, you can find me at the Big Time Show on Facebook as well. And also, I forgot what I was about to say, but just find me there. I'm on Twitter as well at Big Time Lou. I'll be back out on my official show is on Saturday at 3 o'clock. But thanks to a little scolding by the chief here, Dr. West Coast, you might see a video from me coming out prior to the bar or something like that. So we listen well, and we'll see you about that. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, real quick, I want to give some shout-outs. Shout out to Coach Dante. I see you over there. MG, the wash up. I see you, my boy. Oh no, he was MG. That's your name. My bad. Roy TX26. I see you over there. Michael Breedlove. Appreciate you. Also, I just dropped the Big Time Show's link in the YouTube right now. I need all y'all people that's watching on YouTube to hit that link right there and go to subscribe. Same thing with my cousin HTM Sports. Let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, man, it's Henny Demore on Facebook, and it's ATM Sports on all other platforms. So just tap in. I'm going to be dropping a little article on our boy Donovan Wilson coming up pretty soon. Talk about how he might be playing his way out of Dallas with how well he's been playing. So be on the lookout for that.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So
can't keep everybody.
You can't keep it. Hey, but you got to try, though. Exactly. That's why you don't need to be messing with Odell Beckham. You know what I'm saying? But it probably makes sense why they're trying to keep some money left over too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So real quick, hey, I need everybody go to Big Time Show on YouTube. Put the link in the comment box. Go to HTM Sports on YouTube. I put the link in the comment box. Get those guys to subscribe. As soon as Amp gets up and running, we'll put him in the comment box too. But make sure, hey, man, at the end of this show, these guys gave you an hour and 30 minutes, man. We want to make sure that they see some growth from it. So if you rocked with the content, rock with the, if you rock with the content, support the content. You feel me? Go give these guys a like. Actually, more importantly, give these guys a subscribe. Give these guys a subscribe. When I talk to them afterwards, they should be telling me, West Coast, man, I got 5, 6, 7, 8 more subscribers because of this. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear, man. You guys support me with the super chats. You guys support them by subbing so that they can get to that level. You feel me? It's going to take all of us to get there, though. But, hey, man, and I'm going to tell y'all know I'm stingy with my content. I'm stingy with my pulpit. You feel me? So if I got somebody up in here talking with me, they him. They are him in their environment. In their environment. You know what I'm saying? We might be on different levels, but you know, they're them. They're him in their respective arena. You know what I'm saying? They're that dude in that arena. That's why they rocking with me. You feel me? And that's always gonna be the standard. You feel me? So if I'm rocking with them, you know you got it. You feel me? But hey, you guys already know what it is. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey, I'm a Cowboy life streamer. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'll be live about 10, 11, depending on when me and the lady do tonight. You feel me? She'll be texting me. You texting me, calling me. Hey, but y'all know what it is, man. Hey, Eagles fans, man, y'all keep it greasy. I'm going to leave this with y'all before I get up out of here. All my Eagles fans that love watching my content, this one's for you.
Well, what I'm saying is deep down, you're a fraud. You're a real Cowboy fan.
We're going to leave it at that. Y'all already know what it is, man. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.